Hello everyone, Steel Front Ukraine is back with you. Today, we have extremely intense footage. Combat operations by Special Operations Forces on the territory of an industrial complex. If you enjoy our content, make sure to hit the like button and leave a comment. All right, let's get started. Units of the Ukrainian Special Operations Forces received intelligence indicating the presence of enemy sabotage and reconnaissance groups within a large industrial facility. The complex consists of numerous production buildings, warehouse areas, underground utilities, and technological tunnels. This is a typical Soviet-era industrial zone. Multi-story structures with reinforced concrete floors, labyrinths of corridors, basement levels, and countless potential hiding positions.
Іди сюди, прикол, дивись. Ти глянь, який, та це якийсь деталь з лобості.
The team reaches the perimeter of the complex. Ahead of them is the first building that requires clearing. The operators prepare to enter, checking their gear and coordinating their actions using hand signals. In situations like this, radio communication is kept to a minimum. The enemy may intercept transmissions, and unnecessary noise can compromise the team's position.
Що, старий, двігаємо? Все, погнали. Та це пізда, як ми будемо сюди виходити, блядь. Тут це кипіти буде. Але навряд ли. Уже.
They enter the building and begin clearing the first level. The rooms are empty, but signs of previous presence are everywhere. Spent shell casings, debris, remnants of equipment. The team moves deeper inside, methodically checking every room. They reach the entrance to the basement level. This is the most dangerous part of any structure. Limited visibility, no natural light, and countless places for ambushes.
Давай, Мара, знімати звідси. Авдос.
Можешь тут сидеть весь день.
The group receives confirmation. Enemy forces are still inside the complex, most likely in the basement areas of a neighboring building. This makes sense. Basements provide protection from artillery strikes and loitering munitions, allow rapid movement between buildings through underground utilities, and overall represent an ideal location for establishing a defensive position in an urban environment. The operators prepare their grenades and get ready for the assault. The tactic is simple and proven over years. Grenades first to demoralize and disorient the enemy, followed by suppressive fire, and only then a controlled advance deeper into the position. No one attempts a heroic rush through the door. That is a guaranteed way to get killed. Instead, the entire team acts in sync, each operator covering his brother in arms.
Укриття. Допомагати, гранат, 2-4 гранати полетіло прямо на. Передали по перехвату, що там засвітилася радіостанція. територія там була.
This type of combat is extremely dangerous due to the limited space for maneuver. You are effectively trapped inside the building, with no ability to withdraw quickly if the situation turns against you. Every corner, every doorway can conceal an enemy position. The operators must remain exceptionally cautious with lines of sight and fields of fire, methodically clearing each room one by one. The Special Operations Team receives a new task. Another enemy sabotage and reconnaissance group is attempting to establish itself in one of the remote sectors of the complex. As the operators move toward the new position, one of the buildings is struck by an FPV drone. The explosion is powerful. One of the fighters is wounded by shrapnel. His teammates immediately organize an evacuation, helping him reach an armored vehicle. In combat, this happens constantly. Minimizing losses depends on speed of reaction and the team's ability to act in unison.
Вже в той момент було багато FPV. Це будинок, звідки потім...
At the same time, another team is preparing for a special operation. The task is to carry out the controlled demolition of several buildings within the complex. The objective is straightforward: to deny the enemy the ability to use these structures as fortified firing positions. In urban combat, control over large buildings is critically important. Any solid structure can become a fortress that is extremely difficult to assault. That is why, in some cases, it is more effective to destroy a building outright than to risk the lives of operators attempting to clear it.
Кубик без есть? Держися, саме головне. Ми, бля, зараз повипадаємо.
The engineer assault group moves across the complex, identifying key structures designated for demolition. They assess the building's layouts, understanding their overall construction, recognizing which elements are structurally critical, and determining how to ensure a complete collapse. A wounded fighter is secured, provided with the necessary medical aid, and prepared for evacuation to the rear for further treatment. All actions are carried out professionally and in accordance with established medical and operational procedures. At the same time, another team is preparing for a special operation. The objective is straightforward: to deny the enemy the ability to use these structures as fortified firing positions. In urban warfare, control over large buildings is critically important. Any solid structure can turn into a fortress that is extremely difficult to assault. That is why, in some cases, it is more effective to destroy a building than to risk the lives of soldiers attempting to clear it.
нема можливості?
Так, ну рубежі.
The engagement is short but intense. Ukrainian fighters hold the advantage thanks to prepared positions and night fighting equipment. The enemy group suffers losses and withdraws, leaving several wounded and killed on the battlefield.
Да. Що там? Заїхали.
This was a typical day for Special Operations Forces at an industrial site. Constant tension, rapidly changing situations, and the need to make decisions with incomplete information and high risk. Each operation is a combination of professional training, team coordination, proper use of equipment, and, frankly, a bit of luck. That's all for today. If you found this analysis useful, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Your support allows us to continue sharing combat footage with detailed commentary. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.